I've been thinking, and if anybody knows me, when I've been thinking, usually there's trouble behind that. But anyway, so it's fixing to be the start of the new year, and I always try to do some planning, like goal setting, all that kind of stuff. And I used to use what was the level 10 life planner, or I created a level 10 life planner, and I mean, it was really cute. Let me show you. I know this isn't the proper way to be filming this because I could like screenshot this or whatever, but like this is my computer. So what I would do is I would have like how to have a level 10 life, and I'd have health and marriage and career and physical environment and family and friends and fun and spirituality and personal growth and contribution and finances. And oh my word, is that not exhausting? Just listening to me say all these things is quite exhausting. So this year I'm going to try to do something a little bit different and just focus on 4 areas of my life that I feel like I need to improve the most. Okay, so I decided that I was going to start a bullet journal. I've always wanted to do a bullet journal. I've tried some before in the past, but I haven't ever really been that consistent with it. But I also feel like now that I have my art stuff going really well, that this can be kind of like an art bullet journal thing too. So I can keep track of all of my goals and what I want to accomplish. And I'm going to do that in 10-week increments. I want to make it kind of like a game. So like I'll have these 4 different areas, and every 10 weeks I'll evaluate the areas to see if I earn a star. And if I get 5 stars of the year, then that means like I've been successful, I've reached my goal. So I chose the word wonder because I wanted to bring more wonder into my life. So I want to ask myself questions. And with my 4 areas that I want to focus on, the word wonder is the idea of going through, instead of setting like a specific goal, I'm going to say like, I wonder how much I'm going to get done this year. I wonder how many things I'll sell on Etsy. I wonder how many YouTube videos I'm going to make or that people will watch. I wonder how much weight I may lose, or how much healthier I will feel and how much energized I will feel. I wonder if I can stay consistent with making sure my house is clean and my environment helps bring me energy instead of wears me out. I wonder how much money we will pay off on our debts. Going in with an attitude of wonder helps shift my mindset instead of feeling like forced to do something. So after gluing down my vision board, I went and messed up and went too many pages. But I went back and did my bookshelf. So I'm in a book club where I read some books, and this way I can write each of the names of the books that I have on here. This is plenty, way more than the amount of books that I'll actually read, but it's goals. Okay, so my next page is my travel, where I will put different places that we travel and list them in here, and then also all of the home projects that we have that we would like to do after we complete them. I'll put them in here as like kind of a scoreboard. Then on my next page, I have my 12 months from now, the Etsy store and YouTube channel that I want to do for work is a part-time kind of job. These are the 4 products that I plan on making. I was going to do stars, but like I couldn't draw them, so we made them circles. Go with it. For health, instead of saying I'm going to lose a certain amount of weight, I'm going to say I build steady, sustainable habits that support fat loss, strength, and energy. And then I'm going to follow a monthly healthy habit and aim for consistency, and let my body respond to that in its own timing instead of stressing over a specific number. We have some debts that we're planning to pay off, and then I want to get my physical environment to help maintain a calm and functional home that supports my energy and our goals. So I made a year in review of all of my different goals. This is health, work, finance, and cleaning. And I just put in each month the thing I will do and practice. Some of them I left blank, so that I can reevaluate closer to the end of the year what those goals might need to change to at that point. And then I decided to create my morning routine, my night routine, and then have space to add in other routines that I decide that I need to have. And then I started with my January review, which I will list the dates with specific activities that I have planned. This is what I have so far for January. And then the next page is the first week in review. And then that's where I will keep my habit tracker, which is very simple so that I'm not overwhelmed. I'll continue with my meal planning, writing different events. I decided to go with 10 days for the first week of January since it actually starts like on a Thursday. And then I'll write in other tasks and to-do lists that I need. And then each week I can do a memory page of the week and then this spread. Dang! I'm so excited to have this be printing. This, my friends, is another planner that I am creating, or created. And this is a planner for my daughter because she is in college. She just finished her first semester. And let's just say she has a lot to learn. I'm sure if you have ever experienced the college life or know someone who has been in college, you know the struggle. The routine that has changed, and they're having to figure it out all on their own. And there were so many things that I wanted to teach my daughter that I wasn't able to really do in the way that I really wanted to. So I created this journal really for those kids who are ADHD or on the autism spectrum to practice some executive functioning skills in a way that's easy to do and gives you like micro actions. So you're learning something to do each week that's related to an executive functioning skill, and also different coping strategies to deal with the overwhelm and the pressure. They learn about time blocking, how to do that correctly, and different tips each week on how to practice that skill. I was really excited to start this journal that I did throughout this series. But at one point I was like, oh, this is just too much. But then when I go back and look at it and I'm thinking like I combine it a lot into one page. So hopefully as I create each week, creating a new week each week, it's not going to be so overwhelming, and I'll still be able to keep up with some consistency without it feeling like it's just too much, because that's what I tend to do is I end up overdoing and saying like I'm going to do all these things and then like I can't accomplish them all because it's just too much. So I think just doing the one page and kind of a reflection page is going to be great for me. And I'm also really excited about seeing how Kaylee's journal and planner works for her, and I'm excited to be able to teach her these skills in a way where she can do it on her own terms without me telling her, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that. And this gives her that guide to reflect and see what she needs to do and what experiment and see what works for her. So I'm excited about those things, and maybe I'll keep you updated. Let me know if any of this was helpful for you, and if I've inspired you at all to create your own bullet journal or giving you some inspiration. That's my ultimate goal. And I will see you next week.